Ethiopian ecclesiastical titles refers to the offices of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, a hierarchical organization. Some of the more important offices are unique to it. Titles. Ethiopian ecclesiastical titles include Patriarch Wirisha Likani Papazar, Patriarch and First of the Archbishop, meaning Catholicos. Since 1959, the title of the head of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church is Patriarch Catholicos of Ethiopia. The first Patriarch, Abuna Basilios, was enthroned by the Coptic Orthodox Pope Cyril VI in 1959, and so the Patriarchs of Ethiopia are part of the apostolic succession of the Holy See of St. Mark. The Ethiopian Patriarchate combined the old offices of Abuna and Ichej. In 2001, the title of Archbishop of Axum was added to the titles of the Patriarch after Axum was elevated to the rank of an archdiocese by the Holy Synod. Abuna, Metropolitan Archbishop of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. For the 4th century until the middle of the 20th century he was a Coptic Metropolitan appointed by the Coptic Orthodox Pope of Alexandria and Patriarch of all Africa to serve as its leader. However, as time passed, the authority of the Abuna was reduced to little more than a figurehead, largely because the incumbents spoke little Ge'ez or Amharic. In 1948, the Coptic Orthodox Pope Joseph II, under request from Emperor Haile Selassie I, appointed the then Ichej as the first Ethiopian-born Archbishop, Abuna Basilios, and granted the Ethiopian Church autocephaly. His successor as Coptic Orthodox Pope, Cyril V, elevated Abuna Basilios to the exalted rank of Patriarch in 1959. The title of Abuna is now held by all the numerous archbishops and bishops of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Ichej, the abbot of the monastery of Debre Libanos, who served as the second highest ecclesiastic of the Ethiopian Church, and was often the de facto head of the church. Marguerite Perrin describes the position as comparable to a vicar general. Beginning in the mid-17th century, the Ichej lived at Gondar while the capital was in the city. The Ichej followed the capital when it moved to Debre Tabor, Mekelle and ultimately Addis Ababa. Sabat, administrator of the Debre Libanos monastery and deputy to the Ichej. Herkabe Saat, chaplain to the emperor, who served as the third highest ecclesiastic. In earlier times, this office was held by the head of the abbots of Istefanos monastery in Lake Hayu, the earliest recorded abbot of Istefanos to also serve as a Kabe. Saat was Zaasis during the reign of Amdac, and I. This office is extinct. Our mosque canon, who has a role in the creation of tablets. Leek Sultanat, Arch-Hierarch title originally granted only to the Dean of Holy Trinity Cathedral in Addis Ababa, but today is granted to the deans of most of Ethiopia's cathedrals. Leek Likawint, Arch-Scholar, head of all clergy in a province. This title was granted to the Dean and Abbot of the Balyeta Mariam Monastery, the Mausoleum Church on the grounds of Addis Ababa's Imperial Palace, where Emperor Melik II and Empress Judith were buried. Qes is priest, leader of the Mass. Leek Diakon, Archdeacon. Diakon, deacon. In Ethiopian Christianity, 3 deacons and 2 priests are required to correctly celebrate Mass.